Hello, welcome to today's video. If you are new to cryptocurrency and you want to learn more, hit that subscribe button and press that bell button. I'm going to talk today about how to make Bitcoin without having to reinvest all the time. Recycling your money, using the charts, using a bit of initiative to buy low, sell high, but sell high and rebuy low. A little bit risky, but ultimately if you know what you're doing, it's relatively easy, and I'm going to give you those tools. So sit back and relax. I'm going to teach you something awesome. At the end, I'm also going to teach you the perfect entry method where you are laddered in and the risk is minimal. See you in a sec. Right, hi guys. Welcome back to another day. Wednesday, I talk about Wealth Wednesday, certain coins and stuff, but I want to talk about a method that I've used for Bitcoin at the start of this year. And it works very, very well. It also works in other industries as well, such as the stock market. If you invest in gold or silver, you know, if you want to accumulate, this is what you do. Do not accumulate. I'm going to put this now in big, massive letters, and please hear this. Do not accumulate on the short time frames. You will get burnt. Long time frames, long moving averages. That is the only way you can do it safely. You do not want to sell at a peak, wait a day, and it pops and vanishes up to the sky, and you'll be like, oh no. You've got to wait for the longer term time frame to show the turn in the curve and bearish momentum is going down. Okay, and then you rebuy low, in my case, 15 months later. Yes. So, experiment time. Are you ready? Because this is great. I'm, yes, pumped up for this. Now, if you're new to the channel, obviously subscribe. Hit the links below. I have a premium group. It's 99p to get in for the first month. I go over analysis of the chart in terms of the 6-hour time frame. Direction if you are a trader. I also have 40 hours of content of learning. Stuff like this throughout, and live Zooms. Tomorrow night, we have a free live Zoom. I will be putting a link in my Telegram, so get in the Telegram group. You can learn live from myself, Joey and Lee. We do a lot of teaching on different methods such as trading, day trading, and high leverage, high risk sort of stuff, and also me, position trading and investing. So this is how we're going to do it. Now, hello, I've got cookies tracked. Go away, don't care. Now, let's talk about this. Now, yes, I know I'm going back in time, I'm showing it how it is, but this is kind of how it is. This is really simple. This is what it works. So I have 3 EMAs. The EMA 34, okay? The moving average 100 and the moving average 200. You do not need anything else. I use Heikin-Ashi candles as well. Why? It's better, personally. I'm a trend kind of guy. I'm a position trader. I hold positions for a while, and I found that the Heikin-Ashi candle shows better weakness and better strength in a trend because it takes the moving average of the open and the close of the candle. There you go. So we invest $256 in, what day was it? This is obviously hypothetical, by the way, so don't worry. On this region here, okay? That was 1 Bitcoin back in the day. Now, this purple line, as you can see here, is the moving average 200. The yellowy mustard line is the moving average 100. And the EMA 34 is the orange line. I'm going to zoom in, okay? Ready for it? Just to kind of give you an insight. And I'm going to explain to you at the end how to get in these safely, okay? Now, obviously, we popped up, we rejected, came back down. You need to find an element within these entry points, and I'll go over this more thoroughly at the end, of support. Okay? This, it pops up. It doesn't quite hold the support. It goes below this when you start looking at it, oh God. And then it goes below and sinks again. And then we go this way and off it goes. This time it's better. Now, I'm going to go on to that in a minute. But this is the method. When the coins are above these 3 moving averages, it is all clear, systems go. But you've obviously got to wait out, and risk management comes into it. I'm going to talk about risk management at the end, so don't get too ahead of yourselves. Don't be like, oh, all in, boom. Risk management is key. Now, this trend obviously lasted for a long time. We're going to just ride it up. And you can see here, there's no reason to exit. Even on these little blips here, people panic, oh my God. The only way that you need to start looking at removing your position if we go fully and close below this region or below this region. It depends on your risk appetite. But if you look at it, you know, there's only one element here we went below it, which was up to here, March 2018. So you could have rode that all the way up to March 2018 from that region, but we're not going to. We're going to carry on because I want to explain something to you. Now, the reason why I didn't go all the way up was kind of interesting. Now, you've got to look at this region here. So the reason why I'm saying you don't want to exit there is because you've already missed it. You've missed it. It's already gone, guys. The profits are up here. Now, this is what I want to explain to you. We're obviously all the way back into here. Now, the reason why I said in one of my previous videos how I lost a lot of money was because I did this. I went from this region here. So what tends to happen is you go from entry to entry or whatever, but you need to realise your profits. If you start seeing things go from, what, 20k down to like 12 in a matter of 2 days, you're like, ooh, you know, you got to kind of be careful of that. But ultimately, if it goes all the way down to these regions, you're like, oh my God, 7k, what's the point? So have an exit point early, and I mean early, and have it on the EMA 34. Now, these regions here, you're not too bothered because you know it's in a trend because it's hold on these regions. If you start seeing it go right down to this region, you've got to start looking at getting out, okay? And you got to look and realise your profits. Now, we're going to go through a hypothetical kind of reasoning here. We are going to basically use the EMA 34. When it jumps out below and looks really bearish on the EMA 34, we're going to get out, and that's what we did. Okay, now I've got a load of sums on my desk here to explain how this works. Now, from this region here, you have got £256 or dollars, right? Which was one Bitcoin back in those days. At the top of this region here, you have now got $13,600, but it's still only one Bitcoin because you only invested in Bitcoin. You didn't bother with the altcoins. Right. That would give you a 5,231% profit. Crazy. In 818 days, as you can see here. Okay. Now, so that would mean you've still only got one Bitcoin. So your one BTC equals $1,354. Okay? Does that make sense? Because a lot of people get confused by that because they're like, hold on a minute, you made a lot of money. Yes, you did. If you subtract the element of seed money that you put in, gives you the overall profit. Now, how to make more Bitcoin? This is where we get to the Bitcoin. You sell your Bitcoin. At that top, you're like, oh, I'm out now. I've got that much money, I'm going to treat myself or whatever. But you, as an investor, have put it into Tether and you put it onto your ledger and you're just waiting. You wait for the same entry point. I'm going to look and tell you now the entry point. Do not be bogged down by, you know, having profit. Don't waste it, just keep hold of it. And this is what I did at the start there. I had a bag full of fiat in Tether on my ledger, just sitting there, waiting for ages. And I think I had it for about 8 months just sitting there. And eventually I pulled the trigger when this happened. Now, you can gain a lot more Bitcoin from doing this. Now, this is the entry method, right? So at the start, remember, you got to wait for a support. And this had a support. It went up and held a support. Now, throughout this region here, it's tested and failed, tested and failed, tested and failed. On these little regions here, you can actually make money because you can enter a little bit there, and then you can have a stop loss in between. I'm going to explain it in more detail now, the stop loss region and risk management. You put a little bit of your bag when it goes above the EMA 34 and holds a support. When it goes above the moving average 100, you put a little bit more in and you put your stop loss just below it. When it starts trickling up again and you get beyond this point, you put your stop loss below here and you put more money in. And then you can do whatever you want then. You can keep the stop loss and below it or remove it completely and ride the trend. Look at this trend here. This is where we are right now. This is 140 days roughly. And look, there is no reason just yet to even exit this trade. We're at 10k. But the most important thing you want to know now is how much money would you have from a $256 investment in Bitcoin? Well, it's quite a lot. You would have now, your 1 BTC would now equal, where is it? 3.67 BTC. Okay? That is what you would have. So your initial 1 Bitcoin investment of $256 is now worth 3.67. That is roughly, well obviously, roughly about $37,700. So that is how you do it. That is how you accumulate your cryptocurrency, your Bitcoin. Buy low, sell high, rebuy low. What goes up every day? What goes down every day? The charts are like this every single day. You buy here, sell here, buy here, sell here, buy here, sell here. Is it really that hard? It shouldn't be. But there you go. That's how you make a ton of Bitcoin from accumulation. Do not accumulate on the short time frames. It doesn't work. Your entry point is key, and the entry point is easy. Buy a little bit, risk management, stop loss just below. Buy a little bit, risk management, stop loss just below. You'll be in profit from that second buy wave. On this region, stop loss just below, buy more. You will be in profit throughout. You'll average it up, you'll be climbing into it, you'll be laddering into that position, but most importantly, your original bag is down here. Make sense? I hope it does. So I hope you enjoyed that one. Really, really simple lesson, but most importantly, people need to share the shit out of it. I want people to see this. It's really obvious. I hope it's like, oh, it's brain obvious. I'm a position trader. I'm also an investor. You can do this on altcoins on short time frames. It's fun. It's easy. You can accumulate a lot. Lower the go, more risk reward. So there you go. Subscribe, share, hit a like. See you later.